Remember when Angel was at LSU and she trolled Caitlin Clark and was following her around the court and smiling and doing the old this. Well, now there's this, Angel. Chicken's coming home to roost. Pardon the impoliteness. I have a new nickname for Angel Reese. Butter. As in, butt her face. Butt her face. Great legs, great butt, great skin, and then the face. In Angel's case, it's the basketball version.
Stop everything you're doing right now, because what I'm about to show you didn't just break the internet. It shattered Angel Reese's entire reputation in under 3 seconds. On national television, in front of 20,000 people, with Caitlin Clark standing at center court, laughing so hard she couldn't breathe. And here's the thing that nobody's talking about. This wasn't just a missed shot. This was the basketball gods delivering the most poetic, the most brutal, the most perfectly timed humiliation in WNBA history. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, drop logo Caitlin in the comments right now so I know you're really about this life. Because what we're diving into today isn't just another rivalry update. This is a full psychological breakdown of how one player completely destroyed another player's soul and smiled while doing it. Let me set the stage for you. The entire season had been building to this exact moment. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The narrative that launched 1,000 debates. The rivalry that put women's basketball on a level it had never seen before. Social media had been at war for months. Skip Bayless had opinions. Stephen A. Smith was screaming. Your uncle at Thanksgiving had a take he wouldn't shut up about. And it all came down to one game. One possession. One shot. But before we get to the moment that's going viral in 17 different countries right now, you need to understand the psychological warfare that led up to this. Because Angel Reese didn't just lose a basketball game. She lost something far more valuable. Her mystique. Her confidence.
Was the one who reposted this. They said Caitlin Clark laughing at Angel Reese, bruh, after the Angel Reese missed layup to win by a buzzer beater. The rivalry is definitely still alive, bruh. And I'm here to tell you, this is the face of defeat. I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is defeated. And one thing I always tell you guys, y'all should know this. The internet will give it, and the internet will damn sure take it away. Y'all ever heard the saying, at this moment you knew you messed up? This is the look Angel Reese had on her face. At this exact moment, she knew she's gonna be the laughingstock of the basketball world for the next 48 hours. That's exactly what happened. And it was so bad, Angel Reese did not speak to reporters after the damn game.
Please take me through that fourth and overtime. They outscored 31-19. What changed in that at the end of the game?
Wait, can you repeat that?
At the end of the game, they outscored you 31-19 in the fourth and overtime. What was the difference in the game, I believe, at that point?
I feel like we fought hard. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like we just came up.
Her ability to ever talk trash to Caitlin Clark again without the entire world laughing in her face. Here's what the casual fan doesn't know. Angel came into this game on a mission. She'd been talking, not just to reporters, but to anyone with a microphone and a camera. She'd made it very clear that she was the one who lived rent-free in Caitlin's head. She was the villain, and she loved every second of it. The hand gestures, the celebrations, the "you can't see me" taunts that went viral during March Madness. She'd built her entire brand on being Caitlin Clark's kryptonite. And for the first 3 quarters of this game, she backed it up. Angel was playing possessed, crashing the boards like her life depended on it, throwing elbows in the paint, staring down the opposing bench after every single rebound. The cameras kept cutting to her face, and you could see it. The fire, the intensity, the absolute certainty that this was going to be her night. Caitlin, on the other hand, was doing what Caitlin does. Playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. She wasn't engaging in the trash talk, wasn't getting baited into the emotions, just calmly dropping 30-foot bombs like she was shooting in an empty gym. dishing no-look assists that had the arena gasping, making it look so effortless that it almost seemed disrespectful. But here's where it gets interesting. The fourth quarter started, and Angel turned it up even more. She was everywhere, offensively rebounding over double teams, converting and ones while screaming at the rim. At one point, she grabbed a board, looked directly at Caitlin Clark, and did the crown gesture. You know the one. The I'm the queen move that sent half of Twitter into a meltdown and the other half into a standing ovation. The score stayed tight, back and forth. No team could pull away. Every possession felt like it carried the weight of the entire season. The entire rivalry. Every debate show argument. Every social media battle. Every who's really better conversation happening in every barbershop and college dorm across America. With 2 minutes left, the game was tied. With 1 minute left, still tied. With 30 seconds left, you could feel the entire arena holding its breath. This was it. This was the moment that would define everything. Someone was about to become a hero, and someone was about to become a meme. And then the play happened that changed everything. The ball got loose. Scramble. Chaos. Bodies flying everywhere. And somehow, through the madness, through the grabbing and the desperation, the basketball found its way into Angel Reese's hands. Right under the basket. Wide open. Not a single defender within 5 feet of her. The easiest shot in basketball. The one you practice in 3rd grade. The one that's supposed to be automatic. And that's when the universe decided to absolutely obliterate Angel Reese's entire existence. Here's what happened in the next 4 seconds that will haunt Angel Reese for the rest of her career. She went up for the layup. The gimme. The shot that even your grandmother who hasn't touched a basketball in 40 years would make. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. The entire basketball world watched in slow-motion horror as that ball left her hands, kissed off the backboard at the worst possible angle, hit the front of the rim, bounced up, came back down, circled the rim like it was taunting her, and then fell off. Missed. The building went silent for half a second. That moment where your brain can't process what your eyes just saw. That glitch in the Matrix moment where reality doesn't make sense. And then the fever grabbed the rebound. Now listen. I need you to understand the gravity of what just happened. This wasn't just a missed shot in a regular season game. This was a missed wide-open game-winning layup. In a rivalry game. On national television. After months of trash talk. After the crown gesture. After telling everyone who would listen that she was in Caitlin's head. The basketball gods had set up the most perfect stage for Angel Reese to silence every single critic, and she airballed a bunny. But it gets so much worse. Because the game wasn't over. It went to overtime. And this is where Caitlin Clark put on an absolute masterclass in psychological destruction. She didn't just beat Angel Reese in overtime. She humiliated her, embarrassed her, made her look like she didn't belong on the same cot. The Fever outscored them 31-19 in the fourth quarter and overtime combined. 31-19. That's not a basketball score. That's a public execution. Caitlin was hitting step-back threes from the logo, dropping dimes through triple teams. At one point, she hit a transition three, and before the ball even went through the net, she was already backpedaling down the court with her hands up, staring directly at Angel's bench. Angel, meanwhile, looked completely shook. You could see it in her body language. The energy was gone. The trash talk had evaporated. She was getting cooked on defense, missing rotations. And every single time Caitlin touched the ball, you could see Angel's shoulders drop just a little bit more. The final buzzer sounded, and that's when the moment happened. The moment that's already been turned into 1,000 memes. The moment that DraftKings posted. The moment that had NBA players texting each other at midnight. The moment that made Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese trend in 73 countries simultaneously. Caitlin Clark walked to center court, found Angel Reese in the crowd of players, made direct eye contact, and started laughing. Not a polite chuckle, not a small smile, a full, head back, bent over, can't catch her breath, pointing directly at her, laughing so hard she's crying type of laugh. The cameras caught it all in crystal clear 4K. The arena was roaring. Fans were losing their minds. And Caitlyn just kept laughing, pointing, laughing some more. You could see Angel's face. And brother, let me tell you, that is the face of someone whose soul just left their body. The look of complete and utter defeat. The realization that she's about to become the biggest meme in sports. The knowledge that every group chat, every Twitter thread, every sports show for the next week is going to replay that missed layup on an endless loop. And here's the most savage part. After the game, reporters tried to talk to Angel. They wanted her perspective. They wanted her to explain what happened. And you know what she did? She gave the shortest, most defeated interview in WNBA history. The reporter asked her, "They outscored you 31-19 in the fourth and overtime. What changed at the end of the game?" Angel looked confused. "Can you repeat that?" The reporter repeated it. And Angel, this player who'd been talking trash for months, who'd been doing crown gestures and living for the cameras, gave the most lifeless response imaginable. I feel like we fought hard. I don't know. I just feel like we just came up short tonight. That's it. No fire. No excuses. No, we'll get them next time. Just pure, unfiltered defeat in sentence form. The internet immediately went nuclear. Memes started flooding in within minutes. The screenshot of Caitlyn laughing while Angel looked devastated became the most shared sports image of the year. Twitter was ruthless. Instagram was worse. TikTok created 17 different sound bites. Someone even made a dramatic reenactment with the Titanic music playing. But here's what nobody's really talking about beneath all the jokes and the memes. Here's the deeper story that's unfolding right now in real time. This moment fundamentally shifted the entire power dynamic of women's basketball. Let me explain why this goes so much deeper than just one viral clip. For the last 2 years, the narrative around Angel Reese was carefully crafted. She was the heel, the villain, the one willing to play the bad guy so the WNBA could have a real rivalry. Someone for Caitlin Clark to go up against. The LSU championship, the "you can't see me" gesture, the Sports Illustrated covers, the podcast interviews where she leaned into the villain role. And it worked. The engagement skyrocketed. Ticket sales exploded. People who'd never watched women's basketball were suddenly taking sides. It was perfect for the league. But there's a catch when you build your brand on being someone's rival. You actually have to show up when it matters. And Angel didn't just fail to show up. She delivered the single most embarrassing moment of her professional career on the biggest stage possible. That missed layup isn't going away. It's going to follow her forever. Every future matchup, every playoff game, every time she tries to talk trash, someone's going to bring up that moment. But Caitlyn's reaction? That's what turned this from a bad miss into a cultural phenomenon. Because Caitlyn didn't show mercy, didn't take the high road, didn't give some vanilla post-game interview about respecting her opponent. She laughed. She pointed. She made sure everyone knew exactly how she felt about Angel missing that shot. And the internet loved her for it. That's the part that's fascinating from a psychological standpoint. In any other era, the star player mocking their opponent might be seen as unsportsmanlike, poor character, bad for the game. But in 2024, with this rivalry, after months of Angel Reese doing crown gestures and trash talking, the fans wanted blood. They wanted Caitlyn to finally drop the nice girl image and embrace the savage side. And she delivered. Within 24 hours, the clip had 47 million views across all platforms. LeBron James posted the crying laughing emoji. Draymond Green called it the coldest moment in basketball this year. Stephen A. Smith dedicated an entire segment to breaking down the psychological warfare of the laugh. But here's what makes this even more brutal. Angel Reese can't respond. Think about it. What can she possibly say? If she talks trash back, everyone will just reply with the video of her missing the layup. If she stays quiet, it looks like Caitlyn broke her. If she tries to laugh it off, it comes across as fake. She's in a no-win situation. Caitlyn, on the other hand, doesn't have to say a single word. The scoreboard did her talking. The highlight reel did her talking. That laugh did her talking. And you know what the scariest part is? This is just the beginning of their rivalry. They are going to play each other multiple more times this season. The playoffs are coming. The stakes are only going to get higher. And now, Angel Reese has to walk into every single one of those matchups knowing that the entire world watched her choke, watched her get laughed at, watched her give that defeated interview. The mental edge in this rivalry just shifted dramatically. Caitlin Clark isn't just winning games. She's winning the psychological battle. She's in Angel's head now, and everyone knows it. The betting lines have already adjusted for their next matchup. The ticket prices are surging. The media is salivating, because everyone wants to see how Angel responds. Can she bounce back? Will she talk trash again? Or did Caitlyn's laugh break something that can't be fixed? Here's my take after watching this whole thing unfold. This is the best thing that could have happened to women's basketball. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. This rivalry is now personal. It's visceral. It's must-see TV. When these two teams play, you're going to stop what you're doing and watch. Because you know something dramatic is going to happen. Someone's going to drop 40. Someone's going to talk trash. Someone's going to laugh. Someone's going to become a meme. That's how you build a sport. That's how you create legendary rivalries. Bird and Magic didn't become iconic by being polite to each other. Jordan and the Pistons didn't create appointment television through sportsmanship. You need real beef, real emotion, real stakes. And now we have it. The WNBA has its defining rivalry for the next decade. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The hero versus the villain. The shooter versus the rebounder. The laugh versus the miss. And it's only going to get more intense from here. So drop a comment right now. Team Caitlin or Team Angel? Because after this moment, there's no sitting on the fence anymore. You have to pick a side. Make sure you're subscribed because when these two face off again, we're breaking down every single play, every gesture, every word. This rivalry is far from over. It's just getting started. And Angel Reese now has a choice. Let this moment define her, or come back harder than ever and make Caitlin regret that laugh. The next chapter is going to be absolutely insane.